This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
This is how you will share your games on PS6.
Thanks.
PlayStation.
Wow. Just wow. You will own nothing and be happy. You will own nothing and be happy. You know, I made a short on this. I made a short on this about the announcement that PlayStation did a couple of days ago. I think around July 1st of 2026. So as I'm recording this, I'm recording this on July the 4th. So happy Independence Day. Got independence on the UK. Become America, right? I really wish we get independence from PlayStation now because we really need that for Independence Day. But here we are in Independence Day, July 4th of 2026. I'm talking about the news that happened 3 days ago. Every YouTuber, content creator, streamer, TikToker, shorts, you name it, everyone's talking about this shit. And it's leading a lot of negative reviews and everything else. And I have talked about this as well. How I made a short on July 1st when that happened. I made a short on that, and I talked about it along with Xbox and their thing too as well on the same day that it happened that they were doing something like this too as well, potentially in the future. And it's obviously had to do with PlayStation. And if you guys don't know, I I'm a huge PlayStation fan. In fact, before PlayStation, I was Nintendo, GameCube, then Xbox 360, then I moved to PS3, and I never left PlayStation ever since then. A very long time ago. So I've been PlayStation all the way through, and I still got Xbox One upstairs, but I only used it for TV. But I mostly use PlayStation for gameplay, content, and everything else. And under the rug, as I'm just chilling, gaming, I'm seeing PlayStation be this evil ass corporation. And it's no surprise they've been evil before, but this one might take the cake. Because the news I'm about to tell you guys about, talk about, is going to be crazy. You're not going to believe it. But I got to do my intro real quick. So anyways, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Antoine here, and welcome back! We're back with another video on the channel. In today's video, we're doing another round talk video. In today's video, obviously, we're going to be, I lost my voice. We're going to be talking about PlayStation and its evilness that they have done in the gaming industry that is going to be destroying everything that's known to man. And I have no words. I mean, I'm not shocked nor surprised, but what do you want me to say? And I made a shorts over it. I thought, okay, I made shorts over this situation and this everything on PlayStation and move on. And then, okay, nothing possibly getting worse. But then it got even worse as I go into details talking about it, and then there's more things I haven't noticed about everything that what PlayStation have done as I'm currently recording this. And there are a lot of stuff that other game industry is going to do too as well. We'll cover all of that in today's video and all that because obviously we need to talk about this. I've been a gamer for over 23 years. I've been a gamer since I was 3 years old. I'm 26 years old. I've been a gamer since I was 3 years old. Two of my big brothers got me into gaming. And ever since then, at age 3, and ever since then, I haven't looked back. So I love gaming. And as a gamer, I'm a consumer. And as a consumer, I'm with the consumers. I want everything that's right for the consumers and what's best for consumers. I'm not no kiss ass, no corporate kiss ass. I'm an honest black fat man from St. Louis, Missouri that is going to give you an honest opinion on everything we talk about, random talkiness or around stuff that is around the world, especially in gaming. And when it comes to gaming, I take very pride into it. That's why I start doing YouTube channels to not only escape from the world, but I really want to take pride to gaming, and I really take pride in gaming. However, I take pride in gaming to where not only I play the games that I'm interested in playing and give my thoughts and opinions on it and have a fun time playing it, my platinum trophy and all that, have time for myself, have fun for myself or with my friends, but also be honest on what things are going on without sugarcoating shit. And what y'all just witnessed in the past couple of days, we're not even a week in this shit, a lot of shit hit the damn fan. And we're in the beginning of July. Now, as I'm recording this, it's Independence Day. And the fireworks are going to start popping around here in St. Louis. It's going to be ridiculous. And now we're seeing this shit that PlayStation is doing. And Xbox doing too as well. And everything that's going around the gaming industry that is really, like, not good in a way. And I've seen things in the past where certain things in the game industry a lot of people weren't happy about, but they took their tails and run and then go with the flow with it. Like how we had to deal with $40 price tags, 50 and then $60 price tag. We all took our tails and ran with it and dealt with it, right? Now comes $7, we tuck the tail and run. Now we're seeing GTA 6 with $80 to $100, and we're cool with it because it's GTA. Knowing they're locked behind locations and mod shops and other missions, extra missions in games, which is beyond stupid to me, in my personal opinion. Should no matter what edition with GTA 6 is, whether it's a regular edition, standard one, or the ultimate one, every location, side missions, and even mod shops should be in no matter what edition you have, right? But a lot of people are defending that shit because, like, well, it's just 20 extra bucks, like, whatever, right? So we got that shit going on. I already talked about that when I made that GTA video a couple of days back. And then a couple of days later, we're seeing what Sony's doing, what PlayStation's doing, and it hasn't been even a week that they're doing this shit. And then Xbox, I'm finding out that they're laying off people too as well. There's rumored to be happening in the beginning of July. I think it says July 6th, they're going to start laying off people, which is in 2 days. I'm hearing that because the whole catastrophic failure of Blackout 7, Blackout 7 was so bad that it was the worst COD that has ever been sold in over a decade, and was so bad that Xbox is starting to lay off studios and everything else. And I'm hearing everything about the shutdown and everything else, the cancellation of Marvel Blade and everything else. I've been short on that one. I'm like, damn. So that couldn't get any worse. GTA 6 controversial. And you got Xbox in there losing money because of Black Ops 7 and their products not being good. And they increased the fucking price of the consoles again. Even though the CEO, Ashrana, the Indian chick, Indian woman, she literally said that gaming is becoming expensive, yet somehow they're increasing the pricing of their own Xbox consoles. And now we're seeing them laying off people and potentially shutting down the studios that they own or have been creating. They're developing games that it's taking them a while to make, and it's still not even ready for Xbox side. So it can't get any worse with gaming, right? Like already bad weeks for gaming for GTA 6, and then you got Xbox, right? We go to July 1st of 2026, and they did this shit that boiled my fucking brains. I couldn't believe it. They decided to announce that they will be moving digital only in January 2028. On July 1st of 2026, PlayStation made a tweet. It's still up there. I should have put a screenshot on there, but go on Twitter or go on other YouTubers that talked about this whole thing. They made a tweet. They made a tweet and they announced that they will be moving to digital only for January 2028. That's right. They said that they were moving to only digital only for January 2028, meaning that there will be no physical discs anymore. Meaning that the only way you can play a game is not by borrowing from your friends or share playing it. Well, I think you still can share play it, but this is gonna be confusing how the way to do it digitally. But the only way you're able to play a game is only by digital, by PlayStation in 2028. It's no joke. Go on Twitter. Go on your social media. Go on YouTubers that talk about this. They have proof right here. Screenshots. I don't have the screenshots. Unfortunately, I'm too lazy and fat, lazy to do this shit. But take my word for it. But it says right. It says like on the thumbnail. You gotta take the word for it. But it's the truth. They are deciding to no longer be digital for January 2028. So after January 2028, or around January 2028, no more PlayStation will do no more physical discs. They will no longer do physical discs. The only way you'll play PlayStation games by 2028 is by digital only. I talked about this in my shorts I made on both TikTok and on YouTube, but I haven't gone full depth on this because I thought that they're gonna stop doing disc and shit like physical discs. I was like, okay, that's bad. Then I go into more details on it, and the reasoning behind this is very crazy. And then to make matters even worse, they do something that's worse than them doing the whole entire removing physical discs, not doing any more physical discs, and to move on digital discs in January 2028. A lot of things going crazy, right? But then while they announced that shit, there's a report on social media that Xbox is looking to do the same damn thing. So for the Project Helix, which is the Xbox next console, and for PS6, which is PlayStation console, both consoles are potentially going to be going digital only. I'm not joking. PlayStation 6, digital only. Project Helix, next Xbox generation console, plays digital only. Meaning no disc drive on both of these. The only way you're able to play PS6 and Project Helix potentially is only digital only. January 2028, we will be having digital only for PlayStation. Now, granted, Xbox Series X/S will still go digital and disc only, but as a PlayStation, they're going digital only. And if you're one of those people that want to go get a physical copy of this, like, I'm pretty sure we go to GameStop or any other retail store, I'm pretty sure they're going to allow us to give us something, some case, whatever, and maybe to be a disc. But PlayStation's joking. No, once January 2028 hit, once January 2028 hits, it's over. No more physical discs. It's over. It's not gonna happen. If you even try to get a game that's fresh, around January 2028, they're gonna give you a cover case, right? And it's only gonna have a digital code in the case, no disc. I swear to God, after January 2028, whenever you go to a GameStop or any retail stores, the only way you can only play the games is only digital. You try to get a cover case to it, it's gonna get a barcode on it or a digital code on it to put it on the code for the PlayStation. And boom, there you go. You won't physically own the game no more. You'll just digitally get the game, basically renting the game. And I'm not gonna get some PlayStation defenders out there. I'm gonna get some gaming defenders too as well, because some people out there on social media, when this whole thing was announced, they defend this shit, and it's honestly completely disgusting because they missed the whole point of view of everything. Yes, we are moving in digital fucking era and all that. I'm aware of that, but that doesn't mean you take away some of the stuff that physical people really want away from them. It's not fair to them that they have to force or partner them to go digital only because a lot more people prefer to buy buy games digitally than actually going the physical disc route to go into retail stores to buy physical route. It's not fair to them. In my personal opinion, digital thing is fine. But also, physical thing, this needs to be fine too as well. Meaning, I'm okay with physical media. I like physical media. I was a physical media person first, before digital. I started being digital when I was around 19 years old after Kingdom Hearts 3. I was done buying games from GameStop because I hate GameStops. That's the main reason why I went digital only. And I went there. I went that route because it was easy to get games in there. Now, knowing I did, and knowing the consequences of me doing that, I won't physically own the game because you're basically a rental on the games. Because when you buy games digitally, you're more likely not going to. It's not going to be in your hands. It's not like you own the game. Yes, it's on your library, so you could say I technically own it. But any moment, any time when PlayStation they could do with that game you bought digitally, they can shut that shit down. They did it with Crew. If you guys not know, Crew was Ubisoft's driving game. They shut down the servers, and then afterwards, PlayStation dislisted, meaning that they took it out their stores. So for all the people that tried to play the Crew, they can't play it no more because, well, it's over. The server shut down. You can't access it because the Crew was the only online server, and because of that, PlayStation has no use for it, and they dislisted, meaning that the people who bought the game, pay for it digitally, they can't get it back. They can't get their money back. Why? Because they don't physically own it. When you physically own a game on a disc or a cover, a disc and everything, you own the game. So just in case of stuff like your stuff can get hacked or banned or whatever, or better yet, you want to prefer to play offline to avoid the lag shit, physical disc, physical media comes in hand. But because Sony wants to take physical discs / media out the equation, when January 2028 hits, now it's going to be harder for people to even physically own a disc. Because at that point in time, you're only going to get a cover mixed with a code in it, and that's it. Meaning that you're only going to be digital only. For PS6 and PS5 too as well, because PS6 is going to be digital only too as well, which is confirmed based off of this. And now we're hearing potentially Xbox is going to follow suit the same thing, which they have been doing that since Xbox One. Let's be real. If you did not know, if you went to the Xbox One showcase or watched the whole thing, they said that they was going to potentially do a digital only thing. They got backlash for it. PlayStation took like a Eminem kill shot to MGK shit, and decided to say, "Hey, this is how you play PlayStation. This is how you play PlayStation, or something like that, or with your friends, whatever." Where two of the executives at the time, I don't know who they were, they handed each other the PlayStation, and one of the other said thanks, and that's how you do it. You can borrow PlayStation from your friends and go play it. You can share play it. You can even sell it off of retails or something like that. For like retailers can sell it off of lower prices. GameFly, something like that, like internet stuff like that, can rent it. You know what I'm saying? You give it right back to them. There's so many things you could do with a physical disc in general in any gaming, whether it's Nintendo games, Xbox games, PlayStation games, or current ones. You know what I mean? You can't do that with Steam. You can't do that with Valve because they're both digital only PC companies. So, you know what I mean? But at least with them, there's multiple ways you can play PC on their games. Compared to consoles, the only way we can ever play digital only, apparently for this one, well, you had to buy a game digitally, which means you're not technically owning it because any moment, any time, PlayStation can shut that shit down. Xbox can shut that shit down. Nintendo can potentially go digital only if you really want to, but really right now they're Nintendo Switch 2 territory. So that you can get a physical disc or physical drive for Nintendo, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo decided to do this shit. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we're cooked. When for the moment this happened, when they announced this, I was like, it's over. Yeah, it's over. No more physical discs. Meaning that the whole physical media is done. It's over. You're not gonna be able to buy games from the past no more. You're not gonna be able to rent games and everything else. I recently bought a PS3. Telling them to play the past 2K games, like 2K10, 2K11, 2K12, 2K13, 2K14, because those are my favorite 2Ks of all time. Well, that in 16 was good, but then 2K shut down the servers and shit. 19 was good. 17 was actually pretty good, except the load screen was fucking so damn long. I remember that. It was so annoying. But overall, yeah, that's what physical media is for, man. To buy games off of games you never had in the past and everything else, emulators and all that. I have a Wii emulator right here. I have a Wii emulator that's connected, like that has a Wii that's like a GameCube, whatever. I have an emulator that has all access to every single GameCube because my first Nintendo, my first like system I ever had was a GameCube system when I was a kid growing up. I have all the emulator for all the GameCube games, and yeah, these were for physical media and everything else. Now, the only way you can play games, past games, as of currently in 2028, through privacy, which is illegal, or just emulators, which it's not that many out there. I don't know, but like it's crazy to think about. So, um, yeah, this is insane. I can't believe it that it's about to happen. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not asking for a stock market crash or fucking Great Depression shit. I'm not asking for the game industry crash because I've seen people online saying when that thing happens, it really fuck up gaming completely. But it was a good thing it happened because of direction. I would be surprised if we get a crash of a gaming crash. I wouldn't be surprised if PlayStation get this shit hacked because they have a terrible security system. They got this shit hacked multiple times, especially recently in a couple of years. They got that shit hacked to a point where it was nearly impossible to play games because their whole entire security system got hacked. I remember that it was really bad. And then a couple of years ago, ours PlayStation 3, they got their shit hacked. It was like a blackout hack. It was like they really got hacked to oblivion, and it lasted to like it lasted like 2 months or something like that, a week or like a couple of months or something like that, and it was so bad they had to offer players who couldn't play the PlayStation PS3 a three free games and shit. I remember that it was crazy. Luckily, me when I bought the PS3, that shit happened afterwards, like a couple years afterwards, because uh, thank God. Like, thank God I wasn't part of the whole thing. It would have been a disaster for me. You know what I'm saying? If I was only playing PS3 only. But that's not here, that's not there. This is not of great news. This is terrible, honestly. And this goes to show you that a multi-billionaire company can be so greedy. Even the great multi-billion-dollar company can be so greedy. That's why I can never trust a multi-billion-dollar company like PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo. I can't trust nobody at this point because they'll do something great, then they'll turn you on cheek and do something fucking bad. They'll give you the rock bottom or a Stone Cold Steve Austin. They'll be like the Viper Randy Orton. You turn your back on him, you get RKO. That's what they're doing. They give us the RKO match with the punt kick and shit. Oh man, it's beyond ridiculous. And I'm not surprised about this. That's why I'm not even as upset about this because I figured that this was going to happen. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering why is PlayStation doing this? Well, according to their stats or their statistics, oh my god, I'm stuttering. The stats. I was gonna say stats. Kind of fucking like stuttering right now. According to the stats, whatever, or the statistic, whatever. I can't even say it right now. I'm so pissed right now. Oh my gosh. I was say stats. Just shut up. Stats. So, yeah, according to the stats, apparently a lot of people buy more digital than physical. People buy more physical. People buy more digital than physical. That's the reason why. They saw the trend of people preferring digital over physical. They prefer more over stuff that 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 people will buy like off rip on a digital game rather than physical disc and go into retail stores when they get the games that come out every year. So they figure, you know what? Since they people prefer digital, eh, why not just go ahead and just do digital only? Because a lot of people prefer to play digital games only or prefer to buy games digitally than physical. Which I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm one of those people. I started buying digital games back in 2019, and I haven't looked back since then. The last physical copy game I actually got for physical disc wise was Kingdom Hearts 3. And the reason why I stopped doing physicals is because of GameStop. Because GameStop is a piece of shit. I have GameStop that's near where I'm at right now. When it comes to pre-orders and all this other type of shit, they'll hold on to the game for you, and you have to buy another extra. Like, I'm not dealing with that shit. I remember me and my dad when we had to buy Madden 25, aka Madden 14, which is the 25th anniversary of Madden or 25th, Madden game. You know what I'm saying? So basically Madden 14. We pre-ordered the game. My dad pre-ordered the game for me, right? For GameStop. They hold the disc for me. Come back on the day that it came out. We had to buy more of the money. Never again. Never fucking again. But that's my fault. I was a kid though, and my dad had no idea how to do pre-orders, whatever, and all that shit. So it is what it is. He's not as a gamer as I am though. He hasn't played games since he was like a kid, whatever. But that's no here, that's no there. This thing right here is just like ridiculous, and it goes to show you and everything else that's been going on. And we're going to down the battle route, and now Xbox looking to do the same thing with the whole digital only shit too as well. And then also there's another sign to as well. Not only because the digital was outselling the physical disc a bit more, also if y'all have not noticed, like I said, Xbox has been trying to go digital for a very long time. Like at Xbox One, they made an announcement they want to go digital only potentially, but then they got a lot of backlash to the point where they decided not to go digital only. They decided to go digital and physical, just like PS4, digital and physical. But then, as time went on, as the years started to progress a bit more, before we get into the PS5 and the Xbox Series X/S, people start buying more of the digital stuff than the physical, and it was clearly showing, which got a lot of people from the executives from Xbox thinking that, you know what, let's just go digital because people are preferring more digital consoles than physical, not digital consoles, digital games, like buying digital games off the PlayStation Store than physical games off of PlayStation Store. And it applies to Xbox stores too as well. So it's like, can't be surprised if PS6 or Project Helix, aka Xbox, new console, brand new console come out soon. They decide to do digital only. I wouldn't be surprised. Now, though, I will say though, it will be expensive. Like, let's not get this out of the way. Like, PlayStation 6 and Xbox Helix, Project Helix, is gonna be expensive as shit. Like, at least around $1,000 something because of the RAM situation and how much they have to go get, how much it costs for RAMs nowadays and everything else. So they're going to be able to charge us more for all these little RAM stuff they're doing. They're going to basically do the Steam console route. You know, the Steam machine that recently just came out that costs like around $1,300 something and some shit. They're going to do the same thing. Xbox Helix is going to do the same thing, and PlayStation is going to do the same thing. And what's funny part about this is that their sales is down ever since Xbox decided to increase the console prices. Their sale went down. And it was down so bad that they now have to potentially lay off some people because they couldn't make any money off of the sales. And Blackout 7 that failed poorly because it was in the Game Pass, I believe so. It was in Game Pass. Yeah, this was before Sharma, the Indian chick, decided to take over Xbox. That was bad enough. And then you got PlayStation side here. They lost a lot of sale due to increasing their console prices not once but twice, and now it's so it's so bad that this is their lowest sales in over 20 plus years. I'm not joking to you. Like, because they increased the prices, PlayStation and Xbox, they're now reaching the all-time sales low. Because you know why? Y'all increased the price of the consoles, which is making gaming unaffordable. It's already bad enough we're dealing with GTA 6 with their $80 bullshit with the $100 editions and fucking locking paywalls through locations and mods and and side missions when they could have been doing that. We could have been locked for all GTA 6 games, whatever, right? But then now you see PlayStation and Xbox doing the same shit. And now, except they're not unlocking paywalls, but now they're doing the same shit. They want to increase the prices, and they want to make the excuse saying it's due to RAMs and inflation and shit. When your people already buying this, it was already expensive before you guys even increased the prices on both the next gen consoles. So now you're thinking about potentially raising even more on PS6 because I'm hearing rumors that's going to be costing around $900 something, and Xbox could potentially be adding something more to the shit. Are we dead ass? Like, it's just gaming is becoming expensive. I can see why people go on PC now. That makes sense. That makes sense. I think for the moment that they decide to go, like, I think before Xbox Series X S and PS5, even before it became a thing, people were already considering going to PC anyways because you get free online, you get mod, you get more protection on the hacking device because you don't get your shit hacked or whatever. And there's a lot of good like cheap games out there that's been trending, like a lot of good cheap games like Lethal Company, fucking damn, what else? Mecha Chameleon. Just I think it got a lot of money out of it. It got over 3 million off his debut, like Mecha Chameleon, like a high seat art game from Steam. It sold pretty well. It got a lot of money out of it. Like it was made by a couple like devs or whatever. Or maybe it was like one dev or two devs. I don't know. But Lethal Company, Mecha Chameleon, and I think there was other game. Oh yeah, Peak. Peak was really good too as well. And these off of Steams, and I can see why people are just moving away from the whole console stuff to move to Steams. Me personally, I would love to, but I can't afford no damn PC as a very moment. But also on top of this too as well, I'm a console guy, so I'm always will be staying on consoles, like no matter what. But I don't know if I'm gonna get that PS6 though. There's no fucking way I'm doing that because that's ridiculous. I'm hearing that's gonna be $900 something. And nah, I'll just wait for PS5. I mean, well, actually, I got PS5. I'm tripping. I'll just wait until they drop that fucking price into 3/4 or whatever the shit, or in half, whatever. I don't know, but that's ridiculous. But it gets even worse too as well because they decide to not only obviously they not only decide to like not only move into digital until like around January 2028, right? So now they're moving digital in January 2028 on PlayStation, right? Now play PS3 and PS Visa, their stores will get shut down. Because while they announced that they're going to be moving digital only around January 2028, PlayStation announced that PS3 and PS Visa, whatever, stores will be shut down. I think it's going to be shutting down around this year, late this year, or around 2027. So for all the PS3 people out there who still play a PS3 from time to time or play PS Visa from time to time, it will get shut down. It will get shut down. You will no longer be able to access stores in the PS3 and the PS Visa stores. So the only way you're able to, so if you want to people that buy stuff from the stores in there, you must buy as much as you can because once they shut that down in 2027 or late this year, it's done so. Not gonna lie to you. I thought that I'm not shocked about that news because obviously I figured they was going to do that, considering the fact that they did it with Xbox Live, Xbox 360. They don't got their stores no more. They shut them down a long time ago. I thought that for sure maybe PlayStation would do the same thing for PS3 and all that type of stuff. But then now it begs the question: since they're going to be shutting down the PS3 and the PS Visa store, does that mean PS4 stores is next? Most likely, yes, because it took them 20 plus years to finally realize we need to shut down the stores. I wouldn't be surprised they do the same thing with PS4 because there's a lot of people out there that still play on the PS4 because PS5 is so expensive. The Xbox Series X is so expensive. But, man, I mean, people can't afford that shit. It's too expensive. It's really too expensive. It's ridiculous. Even when it first even dropped, like PS, even when it even first dropped, it's still expensive. So it's like whatever. So that's already bad enough that they're doing this shit, and now they are, they're doing this whole entire digital only shit, which is beyond kind of crazy to me to think about. But I figured that this was going to happen, obviously, because we as consumers, we've been. I'm not gonna lie to you, most of us. I'm sure some of you guys will probably physical disc fans out there that buy only physical games, physical games at this point. You know what I'm saying? And for that reason, I respect you for that. I have nothing to respect you for that. But there's a lot of players out there that just prefer to buy the digital and physical only. But still, this is kind of scummy. I do feel bad for you guys because now it's like the end of physical media, being that you can't physically own games no more. You can't physically buy games, borrow games, rent games. You can't do any goddamn thing. Only just to buy games digitally. That meme that I just showed you guys earlier, that was a meme from 2013 when they said that this is how you play PlayStation games. You borrow it from a friend or share play it. This is how, or buy it off of sites or whatever, like retail sites or sites that is cheaper, right? Now in 2028, the only way you'll ever play another buy another digital game for your friends, you got to buy to get their console. Like it's so ridiculous. Like whatever. Um, like it's crazy. I don't get it, man. It's this right here. Like it all comes down to us consumers and both for our wallets and everything else. It all comes down to like do we need to stand up what's right or what's wrong and everything else and all of this, and then gaming as a whole is already going down the toilet with the whole $80 shit. Like I wouldn't be surprised if GTA 6 comes out and it's going to be successful, which I truly hope so. Despite knowing there ain't no gameplay, which is kind of stupid for them not to drop a damn gameplay, but knowing that, I wouldn't be surprised if all the other companies decide to say, "Hey, GTA 6 is working out well. I don't see why we can't we could get $80 from my bank." I wouldn't be surprised if Madden, NBA, or any other sports game get $80 or all the other stuff. We moved from 50, 60, 70 now potentially 80 because I have a feeling that Rockstar is going to really fucking blow this GTA 6 off the water, and every other company gonna copy and say, "Well, y'all bought Rockstar games." But y'all have a problem with our games now? I mean, hey, what'd you expect? Y'all bought $80 for that game. Now you gonna buy for that. They're gonna come up with that bullshitty ass excuse, whatever. I mean, whatever. But and now we're seeing companies like PlayStation, multi-billion-dollar companies, decide to say no more physical discs. PlayStation, digital only. Oh, if you try to get something out of the GameStop, your local store, we're gonna give you the box with it, but it's gonna be a digital code with it, so no disc. It's gonna be something like a little plate panel that we like a disc, but really, that's for a digital code, or maybe you got a disc of another game you have that's a disc. You can put that on there just to keep it safe. If they don't got a box or whatever to cover it, like ridiculous, like unbelievable, man. Like it's crazy, bro. Where we at right now, and it's only gonna get worse. And at this point, people are asking for the gaming market to stock to fucking crash. You know what? I'm hoping it crashes as well. I'm praying on it crash because these companies, Xbox, PlayStation, hell, fucking Nintendo, they need a wake up call. All three of these motherfuckers need a wake up call. Yes, even though Nintendo is only gonna probably gonna be the only gaming company that's console that's going to have a physical disc on. I'm aware of that, but they still shady too as well. They need a wake up call. Every last three of these motherfuckers need a wake up call. I'm not asking for no boycott because it ain't gonna fucking work. Let's be real, it won't work. All I'm asking for them is just to drop the sales and lower it and everything else. Just vote for your wallet and all this other type of shit. So that's all you can do. And hope for God, maybe somebody at PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo realize that we need to drop the fucking lower the prices. Or maybe just the fucking crash, whatever. I don't know. It's ridiculous, man. And then I'm hearing that PlayStation removed over 500 shows and TV shows when people bought digitally. You can't get a refund back. I'm hearing that too as well, where you literally can't get a refund back once you bought the movies and TVs digitally. Because we're now in the streaming service right now, currently in the era. You can't get your movies nor your TV shows back once it's gone. It's gone. The reason why, because PlayStation won't renew the license of these TV shows or movies, or renew the license of these streaming service, and because of that, you get punished for it by they remove all your stuff out of your library, and you won't get your money back. Damn. And yet they want. That's crazy. That's so crazy. And this happened literally this happened like a couple hours after they announced the whole digital stuff. Like they start removing stuff out of the store of movies and TV shows, and they're doing this to games too as well. You saw it with the Crew. They remove the Crew off the store because it was off. The Ubisoft shut the whole fucking thing down, and because of that, they remove a lot of players' stuff out the off the store because it's no longer like usable, so they took it out the store. And now it also begs the question: since now that you're buying games digitally, is all the other games are going to be removed off the store? Potentially so, because I don't see in the near future, or maybe a couple years from now, a game that's online only, and they decide to shut the whole thing down and then delist the shit, which PlayStation can remove it, and then it'll be no longer be accessible for them because and they can't make money out of it, and also it's offline. So bye bye, like whatever. That's crazy. That's insane, and it's all because of digital marketing and everything else, and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised about this whole thing. So yeah, so it's sorry, I'm smacking my mic on there. I do apologize. Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. This is insane, and this is where we're at right now. We're so in deep shit, and I have a feeling that we're gonna be in more deep shit, and I feel like nobody has no idea where we're getting ourselves into, and it's only gonna get worse. I hope it gets better, but every single time when we see Xbox news, they lay off people or some bullshit's happening. Nintendo, and then now we're seeing PlayStation doing this shit, and then they're getting ratioed by Domino's Pizza in UK and these other sites of games, making Steam looking like, yup, hey guys, hey, you guys could buy that PC right now. Come join us. Epic Games Store, join us. Join the good side. Y'all on the dark side now. I can see why people move to PC now. And it makes sense because they want to deal with this whole bullshit the game company that they're doing. This BS that they're doing is completely unacceptable. It's stupid. I can see why people move to PC now. I can see why a lot of people move to PC. It makes sense because what's the point of buying the game digitally when it's gonna be a barcode and you're gonna be like using the code to play the game digitally? You're not gonna physically own a disc. Yes, I know Steam and Epic Games and all the other sites of PC sites, they're digital only, but at least you can keep the games digitally without worrying about the company taking it away from you. As in PlayStation, on record, they have done that before. I wouldn't be surprised if Xbox does it or Nintendo does it. Because there's a possibility those two, Xbox and Nintendo, they might go digital only. Xbox is potentially going digital only because a report saying that they're potentially going to be going digital only. And they have talked about that since 2013 they're going digital only. So I don't want to be surprised if Xbox do this shit. So yeah, and this is really not good news for gaming, and this is terrible present for gaming. It's only going to get worse from here, man. It's only going to get worse from here, man. That's why I always say just vote for your wallet at this point, or I guess I don't condone illegal actions or privacy or whatever and all that, but I can see why people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to deal with fucking buying the games or whatever, man. It is illegal to do that shit, but man, I guess if you can't own a game, that means privacy is illegal. I guess that's that catchphrase. If a gaming isn't owning, then privacy isn't illegal or cheating or something like that. It's something like that. I don't know. Because if owning isn't like, it's like if owning gaming isn't owning, then privacy is illegal. I don't know. It's something like that catchphrase that people have been using over this whole thing too as well. But I use the catchphrase: you own the game, you will own nothing and be happy. Because you will own the game, you will just be scrubbed, just put a smile on your face like, okay, I don't own the game. I don't care if you shut it down at least a couple months from now. Great. Cool. I bought it digitally. Waste my money for that shit. $70, by the way. Oh, and on top of that too as well, the PS Plus is like fucking overpriced too as well. We're so back. No, we're not. We're not back. We're so beyond the opposite of back. If anything, gaming is in the damn toilet. Although we have good games that are pretty fantastic, that's worth $70. But gaming as a whole, based off of this, right now, we're in the most expensive, if not the worst that we ever been right now. And last but not least, before we get up out of here, I want to point this out real quick. The to sum up everything that's been going on and give my full, my full statement, final statement, and everything else. So recently, what PlayStation has done is the following: they increased the PS5 prices twice. They removed over 500 movie TV shows from the PS stores. I've said that before. They still want to focus on live server games after a whole generation of failure with them. Like Concord, that dog shit fucking game. Destiny 2, used to be good, but now it's dog shit. And Marathon, which they put over hundreds, if not millions of dollars on that recent game, dog shit. It's like Marathon's so bad that Destiny 2 that was made back in 2017 is still doing better than them. Let that sink in. These focused live service games that they're doing is beyond a total failure because live service games, in my opinion, right now, it's not great as of right now. I mean, there's some that are great. Fortnite's actually doing it's actually pretty good, but even that, then they're still down. You know what I'm saying? But live server games is a bit of a risky thing to do because now you got to consistently do content update, and all this shit. It's not working for PlayStation. And PlayStation tried to help out with Bungie and all that, loan them money, and it still ain't working. Marathon was a flop before. You might as well call it Concord 3. Then on top of this too as well, Concord was even thing. They thought that they was gonna compete with fucking goddamn Overwatch and any of these Marvel rival shit. Think again, it's not gonna work. Then they closed Blueprint, which is a studio that made Bloodborne, and they was at some point was gonna make Bloodborne remaster one. It's one of a really good Souls game I really want to play in the near future, or whether I reach like a milestone on YouTube, like a YouTube milestone for my channel, but that's no here, there's no there. They stopped this production in January 2028, and then also they shut down PS3 and PS Vita stores in 2027. You get the whole point. It's the list right here. It's right there for y'all. I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, they're moving on for the whole digital shit. And we as consumers, we kept buying more digital than physical games, and now they decided to go with the trend. And it's unfortunate they're doing this because they feel like, you know what, we saw the trend. We see more people buying digital stuff than physical disc stuff, hardware stuff. So we might as well go digital only, which to me is messed up because now physical media can't buy games for other people or buy from a friend or do anything. The only way you could go do is buy a console for a friend and play that way for physical media. But unfortunately, it's digital media still because you're playing the game on your friend's digital game system and shit. It's beyond ridiculous, and it's no surprising that they're going with this route. And I'm not surprised by this. This has been going on since 2013. I mean, some people say it was going on since the Xbox 360 and PS3 because I believe those two gaming consoles you can buy games digital, which is true. But however, it wasn't as big of a deal compared to when we got to PS4 and to Xbox One, because digital was a thing and people started to buy digital and stuff. But then, however, physical copy was still like the main thing people were going out and buy, even with the PS4, Xbox One. But we slowly started moving to the digital era, stuff like that, and there we go. And also, on top of this too as well, I think the pandemic also helped it too as well because you can't stay inside, you can't go in that quarantine. Digital gaming was kind of like roaming up to as well, which that also play a factor too as well. And there you go. And yeah, man, this has been a horrible week for news for gaming, for GTA 6 controversy. Then you got Xbox layoffs going to be happening in a couple of days. And now we're seeing PlayStation being the most scummiest company ever. You thought EA was most scummiest company. PlayStation was like, hold my damn coffee. There you go. No disc for 2028 or January. What more can I say, man? And then also those people defending this shit and all this, like, you guys are completely stupid and idiotic. You realize that this company don't give a fuck about you, nor your time, nor your patience. You guys bitch about people that want better for a consumer, for yourself, rather than knowing that this shit is coming through the earth and knowing damn well it is wrong. And you guys are bitching and upset about the fact that we as consumers, we as people that do not like the decision because of the fact that we buy games digitally and all this other type of stuff. Like, come on, just because people buy digitally, all this doesn't mean it's okay to take away the physical disc people that actually want to buy games physically away from them. It makes no sense. Yes, there are a lot more people buying digitally, but so we punish the fucking physical people for it. So because we as consumers buy more digital stuff, we punish the physical people, because there aren't that many people buying physical shit. Now, granted, yes, it does cost a lot of money to create physical stuff and all that for this company, so I can see why to save money. But there's a lot of people out there that prefers to be a collectible physical person, just play a game physically rather than digitally. You know why? Because here's the difference between digital and physical, and not many of these people who are defending these multi-billionaires don't understand. When you buy a game physically, you own the bitch. When you buy a game digitally, you don't own the bitch. If anything, that bitch own you, which is, of course, unfortunately, is PlayStation, because anytime, any moment, just like the crew, they can shut the whole thing down. Let that sink in this long video that I made. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I ain't got nothing to say about this. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know about gonna buy PlayStation 6 though. I don't know, man. But we have to wait and see as time goes on. But I have a feeling that with this amount of price and everything else, it is ridiculous. I had to get on talking about this. I know it's a long ass round talk video. I do apologize, but I just want to talk about this, have a conversation about this because it has been boiling my mind for the past couple of days. Like while I was working, when I came off of work, I was like, you know what? Why not talk about this? Like, why not? You know, the Xbox shit, the PlayStation shit, and gaming in general. And I was like, man, I gotta talk about this because this doesn't seem right to me. I need to get this out of my chest. And hopefully, with this video, you guys will understand where I'm coming from instead of being a total jackass to some people. Because some people are gonna leave like, oh, you bitch, you complain about this shit, but you buy digital games only. Yes, I do, but I bought digital game only. Yeah, you're right, but still, that doesn't mean that we can't just take away what some of the physical people are doing. Like, come on, man. This doesn't. It's not fair to them because there's a lot of people out there that does, buy physically. It may not be as much though, but there's the people who actually do physical disc like games, like buy physical disc rather than digital. Because when we play physical, we buy a game physically, this with this on it, you own it. No matter if it's shut down online or whatever, you can boot up that game anytime, anywhere, and just play that bitch. I have some of the physical discs on top of my shelf. Like right now, I physically own on Xbox. I physically own a Star Wars Jedi, Star Wars Jedi, The Fallen Order, and I physically own Resident Evil 2 on PS4. So I can physically own games. I physically own a Nintendo and a Nintendo Wii Sports and Nintendo Resorts. I physically own some stuff. I mean, this doesn't feel right. Honestly, it's just my personal opinion, so take it with a grain of salt. Um, Honestly, just hope we got wallets. That's all I can say. And hopefully, maybe PlayStation, Xbox, and maybe Nintendo can understand that this is all fuckery. It shouldn't make no sense. But again, I won't be surprised if this get worse from here. And if it does, sure, I'll make another video on it. But probably gonna more likely make a shorts on it because I just want to talk about it, make a big, huge random talk video on this whole entire subject. Just to get out my chest because it's been bothering me for the past couple of days about this, and because I've never seen shit like this before ever in video game. I've been playing video games for like over 23 years. I've seen controversy shit after controversy stuff in video games, but not as this right here. This is like it's like how to do how to put a nuke in the gaming industry just like that. How to Thanos snap that shit, the gaming industry like that. With a nuke and a Thanos snap, it's over. So, but anyways, with that being said, thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about PlayStation announcing that they're going digital only for January 2028. What are your thoughts on gaming as a whole right now? You think that we're still up? You think we're still down? You still think that despite all the controversy, we're still going to get through with it and everything will be fine? Let me know in the comment section down below. Because honestly, at this point for me, it's sad how gaming is. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing playing this video game stuff for over 23 years. I've never seen shit like this before. Where companies start to increase their prices due to RAM and shit, inflation, whatever, and then they decide to shut down past stores, and now they're deciding to go digital only, destroying physical media just like that. And what PlayStation did on January 1st of 2026, they destroyed physical media. And it's only going to get worse. All I got to say is, may God have mercy on your soul. That's pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching. As always, take care. I'm out. Peace.